Hey everyone, this is Tingo welcoming you to a Sudoku Saturday. So, many of you probably don't know, I have begun setting Sudokus for fun. I started this back in August of 2022. Most of my Sudokus are actually variant Sudokus. They have variant rules. They don't always have given digits. So, let's jump into this one. This is my very first one. I didn't have the ability to put the full title in it. It's actually called The Power of the White Knight in His Prime, and you'll see why that is in a minute. So let's just jump into the rules, and I'll explain to you a little bit of Sudoku variants, and we'll go over them quickly. Let's start the puzzle. Rule number 1. Normal Sudoku rules apply, so there will be a 1 through 9 in every row, every column, and every 3x3 box. That much is obvious. This one is any two cells separated by a knight's move in chess cannot contain the same digit. So, obviously, the normal restriction is if you were to put a 5 here, you couldn't put one here or anywhere else in the box or in the row. Because of the anti-knight's move restriction, you also couldn't put one in any of these cells. And that's because the chess knight is 2 over and 1 up, and that restriction is also in play in this puzzle. So that's the anti-knight's move. We'll get into that into the solve. We'll actually demonstrate that most of the solve. Alright, let's get that cleared out here. All digits on a thermometer must increase from the bulb end. Okay, so each and every one of these is a thermometer. Some of these I've actually colored slightly differently, and that's just so that you know the different thermometers and what directions they're heading because they're overlapping each other. But the bulb is the low digit in the thermometer, and then they just progress upwards in value along the thermometer. Even length thermometers sum to 2 to the power of n, where n is equal to the length of the thermometer. Example, a thermometer is a length of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The sum of the digits on the therm must equal 2 to the 4th power, or 16. So all 4 of these digits must add up to a total of 16. Okay? And then the White Knight in his prime, the prime, is actually this part. Odd length thermometers, so that has 3 and that has 3, sum to prime numbers. So in other words, kind of like we had the sum of the digits on the therm must equal the 2 to the power of n on the even, the sum must equal a prime number on the odd. White dots indicate consecutive digits. Not all white dots are given. So if this is a 6, this could be a 7. If this is a 6, this could never be a 2. That just wouldn't work because it's not consecutive. Alright, so let's launch into how to actually solve this puzzle. And right off the gate, there's actually 2 given digits. So using the powers situation, 2 to the power of n, where n is equal to the length of the thermometer, there is a thermo here that's only 2 digits long, this one and this one. 2 to the power of 2 is 4, and you can't obviously have 2 2s, that would break. You can only have one combination of Sudoku digits that add up to that, which would be a 1 and a 3, and of course the lowest number, according to the thermometer rule, must be at the bulb end. So this is a 1 and this is a 3. And so that's kind of how we get our first digits. Now, let's discuss the white dot. Remember, the white dot says consecutive digits. So consecutive with 3, so this could only be a 2 or a 4. We're going to mark this. And then we're going to get into math. So anybody who says Sudoku involves math, typically regular Sudoku where there's given digits and only the normal Sudoku rules apply, there is no math. It's basically just logic. In this case, we're actually going to have to do some math. So, we have a 4-cell Sudoku here, In our example, that says that should be 16. So what are the possible values along this? Well, it could be a 1, 2, just mark this out, a 6, and a 7. That's possible, and in fact, that even goes with this rule set, so that's nice. It could be a 1, 3, 5, or 7, but that would actually break on multiple levels. 1, a 5, and a 7 are not consecutive, so that doesn't work, and the 3 is already in the box, so that doesn't work. So we can take that out, but I'm just marking it to show you. And then the only other option is a 4, 5, and 6. So these digits are the possibilities. There's two possible ways of making 16 on this particular thermometer that satisfy all of the equations, and in this case what we actually get is a 2, 4 pair, and so we're going to mark that differently. So now I've got 2s and 4s. There are no 2s and 4s in any of these other spots, so that's interesting. This could be a 5 or a 6, but either way a 6 must go here, because if this is a 2, then this is a 6, 7, and if this is a 4, then this is a 5, 6. So either way, there's no 6 anywhere else in here, 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 or here. And then also because of the Knight's Move restriction, because this cell sees this cell, and this cell sees this cell, there can't be 6s in either of those two spots. So there are some restrictions coming off of this on the 6. So we'll keep an eye on that. Alright, now we just did the 16 thermometer, and there's another one right here. So let's do that again. We can do a 2, 6, 7. Now there's no white dot, but we do have, not all white dots are given, so there doesn't need to be one for that to still be possibly correct. This could also still be a 3, 5, 7, but again the 3 sees that cell, so we're not going to use that. And this could then be a 4, 5, or a 6. So again, we're faced with a conundrum where there's two possible sets of cells here that could work, and we're not 100% sure which way they go, so we'll have to do a little bit of figuring on that. What we do now have, though, is a 2, 4 pair in this row, so we can't actually use the 2 or the 4 here. Alright, let's see. Kind of tempted to use this, and actually the solve path is that you use this next. So we could have an odd number. This has to be a prime number because odd length thermometers sum to prime numbers. So a 1 and a 7 would equal 8. So then we would need something between 1 and 7 that would make this an odd prime number. So let's see, 1, 2, 8 would be 11, or 1, 2, 7 would be 10, nope, a 1, 3, 7 would work, that would make it 11. A 1, 4, 7, that's an even number, that's 12, it's not prime. A 1, 5, 7 is 13, so that's possible. And a 1, 6, 7 is 14, so that's not likely, because that would obviously be a even number, which is not prime. For the 6, let's go the other way. 1, 6 is 7, so then in order to make a prime number, the only option we would have is the 4. Okay, so because a 1, 4, 6 would be 11. But, hang on a minute, we have a Knight's Move restriction in this puzzle. And so that actually cannot be a 4 because this cell, which is a 2 or a 4, sees it directly, and this cell, which is the other of the 2 or the 4, sees it here by Knight's Move. So if this is the 4, that can't be a 4 because of the Knight's Move, and if this is a 4, it can't be a 4 because of the column. So that's not actually a 4, which actually removes a 6 from there, gives us a 7, which gives us only one option, the 1, 2, 6, 7. That sets the 4 here, that puts the 2 here, and now we've got some digits. We're going to go ahead and take those blue out. We don't need to really worry about that anymore. We'll come back to it later. Now, I'm one to mark off, especially on a Knight's Move puzzle, the possibilities. I like seeing those because then I can subtract them as we go along. Alright, let's see. 2, 2, so this could be a 2. We'll mark that in. 6s. Ah, here you go. We actually have a 6 here, and that's because this 6 is on a thermometer, and all digits must increase. So that must be at least a 7, so here's a 6. Which puts a 6 somewhere down here. Ooh, okay. I have a feeling this gets really restricted if that's the case. So this would have to be a 6. This has to be, let's say this is a 6. This would have to be a 7. That's 13. With an 8 would be 21. That's divisible by 3 and 7, so that wouldn't be prime. And a 9 would be 22, which is divisible by at least 2, 11, so that's also not prime. So this isn't a 6 because of the prime rule here. I'm going to take that out. Here's a 6. Now again, 16 is the value of this. We have a 6 here. There's only one combination that works. This is now a 7. 1, 2, 6, 7. This has to be consecutive with the 2. It can't be a 1, so here's a 3. So what do we have available here? This is already an odd number. It's going to need to be odd to stay prime. This is going to need to be even to stay prime. So we have a 4, 6, or 8. Can't be a 6 because of that cell right there. A 2, 3, 4 is 9. That's divisible by 3, so this is an 8. Here we go. That's 13. That's definitely a prime number. Takes the 8 out of here. Puts the 8 somewhere in here, which shows an 8 there. Alright, moving right along, actually. Let's see, 2 goes somewhere up here. 3 looks relatively, yep, 3s are definitely restricted. That puts a 3 up here. Let's see, 7. Not immediately seeing how there's a restriction. 1, 1, 1 there. There's a 1. It's 1 down here. Alright. This must be a 7 or a 9 because there's already an 8 in the thermometer. This must be a 4 or a 5, and this must be a 4 or a 5 because of this and this. Locking that down. Could this ever be a 5? The answer is no, and here's why. 5 and 6 make 11, and 11 and an odd make an even. Even is never prime when it's in the double-digit range. So this can never be a 5. This has to be the 4. This has to be the 5. That actually looks back here, shows us this is a 3, cuts that out. Now we have a 2-3 pair. Really looks like we're cooking with gas here. A 2-3 pair in the... a 2-3 pair in the column. Now we've got some serious restrictions. Where can the 7 go? And the greater question is, where can it go in box 1? Because of the knight's move, it can't go in any of those. These are already filled in, and this is a pair. So there's the 7 right there. Very nice. That puts a 7. Can't go here. And because of this 7, it can't go here either, so that's the 7. There we go. Alright, now here's an interesting thing about the knight's move puzzles. Whatever this digit is can see all 3 of those cells. So that's not a 5, 8, or 9. And there's only one digit left available that isn't those that could go here in this box, and that's a 4. Puts a 4 over here because of the knight's move restriction. So now we have a 5-9 pair. Right there, that's good. A 4 has to go here. Ooh, I suppose I might have gotten this one a long time ago. This can't be a 5. Yeah, we know there can't be a 5. Oh, it can't be a 6. That's what it is. I'm looking for the consecutive here. It can't be a 6. This is an 8. Overthinking that one a little bit. Now there's only one digit left for this. That's a 9. This is a 5. This is now a 9. There's a 5. This is now a 9. Now we have a 5-8 pair. Okay, and that puts the 5 up here. This is now a 9-3-7. This has got a 6 in it. That's not a 7. That's not a 3. Alright. What do we got? We can do the same thing up here. We got a 1-8-9. That can't be a 9. That can't be a 1. Whew. Cooking with gas. Alright. So let's see what we can do here. 8s can't go here because of this pair. It also can't go here because of this guy or here. It doesn't restrict it quite as much as I'd hoped. What about 7s? 7s can't go in a lot of places. Can't go here, here, here. Here because of 2 knights moves, actually. And then there. There's a 7. Okay. That's good. That puts a 7 somewhere in here. Again, for the same reason that we had this one here saw a bunch of digits, this sees a bunch of digits. It can't be a 4 or a 7 already, but it also can't be a 5, 6, or an 8. It's not really restricted a ton, but it is only one of those 4 digits right now. And I'm going to mark that just to... I will subtract from it as necessary later. But that's the only values allowed in there. Probably not the best marking, but that's how I do it. 3 can go in one of these 2 positions. 4, not exactly where I want to be restricted. That's only here. Not very good. We won't mark that. 2. No, again. Okay, what else are we missing? 5. Ah, yeah, there it is. So it can't go here because of knights moves. And then these 2 see these 2. There's the 5. Actually, remove the 5 from here, 5 from here. Here we go. 8, 5. That's going to get us some digits. Good job. Okay. Now what does that do for 5s down here? Oh, we already got there. So here's 5s in there. About 8s. Nope. About 6s. Yeah, 6s are restricted there. Oops, wrong digit. There we go. Very good. And now let's see. 6 and 6. Can't go here, can't go here, can't go here. There's a 6. That's what do we got? 8, 4, and 5. Got the 5 here. The 8 can go here or here. The 4 can go here or here. Not worth marking yet. Alright, what do we got here? We're going to do this because there's a restriction on this cell. This is only a 1 or a 2 because it's a 1, 2, 4, 8 going this direction. There's the 4, 8 there. 1, 2. I'll put that there. That can't be an 8. Alright. Interesting. 8. Aha! We've got an 8, which means we've got a 5, which means we had a 4 up here, I believe is what we said. So there's some help. 1, 2, 3. We need a 4, which now goes here. Ooh, there we go. Virtual pair. Actually makes... Okay, this is interesting. So this has to be a 1 or a 2. And a 1 or a 2 goes here, right? 1, 2, 1, 2. This can't be a 1, 2. Now it's a 4, 8 pair. That's helpful. But also, this one, whatever it is, can't go here or here. So that makes those 2 the same color. The same number. So we'll mark that way. Very interesting. Which also means, since this one can see this cell, and this one can see this cell, there's a pair. This can't be a 1 or a 2, which leaves it as a 4. This can't be a 4. This is now an 8. Here's a 4. This is now gray, just for marking's sake. Here's an 8. And we are really moving along now. That's very good. This can't be a 1 or a 2, so that's a 9. Very good. 4 now goes right here. 7 is up top. Rats doesn't really restrict it as much as I'd hoped. 1, 2, 8, or 9. The 8 must go up here. Okay. Let's see what we're thinking. 5, 6, 5, 6. Can't be a 5 or a 6, a 4 or a 7. Or an 8, because this could be a 1, 2, 3, or 9 as well. We're not getting really as far as I'd hoped here. The question, though, becomes where does the 6 go? Because it's really limited, right? The 6 can't go here. It can't go in either of these 2 because of the 6 pair here. It can't go here because of the 6 here, and it can't go in either of those because of the 6 here. That's a 6. Does that see something? Ooh, there we go. 5, 6. Very nice. Very nice. 5, 5. Okay, so we've got... ooh, this actually answers... I'll ask a question and answer it. Where does the 5 go here? 5 can't go here. Can't go anywhere in here. Can't go here. Can't go here. There's your 5. Good. Very helpful. That actually puts a 5 across from that 5 here. Very nice. Very nice. We're moving right along. Good clip. Doing some good solving here. This can't be an 8. Not that we knew that already. Okay. Pay attention, kid. Let's see. Where else can we look? This can't be a 3, 7, or 9. Does that really restrict us? That's a 1, 2, or 8. Not great. Again. Yeah, not great. Okay. Let's see. The 1 can't go here. Here. Ooh, the 1 goes vertically here. So this can't be a 1. So we have a 1, 2, 8, 9. This is a 2, 9. I'm going to mark that in blue because that's, again, my anchor color. Those are the only 2 that go there. 2 here. That's it. Okay, that's not restricted. Let's see what else we can do. We should be getting close. I'm probably missing something obvious here by this point. Ah, 6s. Let's ask where 6s can go. Can't go here. Can't go here. Can't go here. There's a 6, which means this is a 7, which actually puts a 7 over here, which puts a 7 up here. Very nice. Okay, that gave us some digits. 1 or a 2. Can't go here. So the other one goes over here. We don't know which yet, so we won't bother with that right now. 3, 9 pair. Oof. 3, 9 pair. 1, 2, 3, 9. Ah, here's a point. This can't be a 3. Not much of a point, but it can't be a 3. It also can't be a 9. Oh, so this is a 1 or a 2. It's a 1 or a 2. And it's the green, whichever that is. So here's the 3, 9 pair. Very interesting. Ooh, boy. Does that? Yes, here it is. This is a naked pair again. Because of this knight's move, this is not a 1 or a 2, so that's a 3 or a 9, legitimately. This can't be a 1 because that's pointing at it. It can no longer be a 9 because it's a 3, 9 pair. This is a 2, which means greens are now 1, grays are now 2. This is an 8. Very nice. That worked out quite well. Ah, here we go. There's a single up here that I didn't see. That is excellent. Very excellent. So what's missing? This will be a 9 now. Ooh. 1 is right there. So we've got that figured out. This is going to be a 2. Okay. And we need a 1, 2, 3, 9. This is a 3, 9. There's a 3, 9 pair. So this has to be the 1, 2. And I don't see how this resolves. Ah, here it is. 8, 9 pair. This cannot be a 9. There it is. 3, 9, 9, 3, 3, 9. Got a 3 in the corner there. There's an 8. There's a 9. This is going to fix everything at the very end. 2, 3, 2, 1. And that is how you solve The Power of the White Knight in His Prime by me, Tango. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this Sudoku. I will put a link in the description on how to get to this Sudoku if you would like to solve it yourself and play right along. As always, thanks for watching and have a great day.